Hi, I'm Conrad Jones, the founder of the i3 Leadership Magazine, which is a digital publication where some of the best leadership minds of the planet contribute their insights, their wisdom, and their experience to help current and emerging leaders to develop their full leadership potential. One of the questions that we get a lot is, what key important issues are leaders strategically focusing on these days in the midst of this volatile marketplace? Here's the answer. In a 2010 corporate survey by the Ken Blanchard Group, which included over 1,800 business leaders from Canada, Latin America, Asia Pacific, the US, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, it was found that many of them were focusing on 12 key issues within their organizations. Here's what they were. The first thing was competitive advantage, which is the increasing task to become more efficient in delivering products and services to their customers, simply because they chose to become better than their business rivals. The second thing they were looking at was the economic challenges, both the near and long-term issues that plague many industries as they work to cope with the soft economy. The third thing they were looking at was growth and expansion. These leaders were focusing on developing their businesses to capture more customers, to expand into more marketplaces, and to increase their market share as they work to become more profitable in spite of what's happening on the global scale. The fourth thing they were looking at was innovation. These leaders were looking at discovering new ways of thinking about their products, about their customers, about their services, and every system that affects their organizations. The fifth thing that these leaders were focusing on was pricing sensitivity, which is simply what the consumer perceives as receiving the best value for their money spent. And so it is important to assess in their target markets accurately what pricing issues there are, simply because missing this even by a small margin can create enormous consequences on their bottom lines. Number 6 is cultural change. These leaders were looking at how to change the basic values, the beliefs, the processes, etc. among their people to improve the performance of their organizations. Then there's number 7. The thing that they looked at also was skills shortage, which is the lack of the ability of their people to get the right job done in these changing environments. And this alone severely affects competitive advantage and can have a damaging effect on the bottom line. And so they took an in-depth look at the skills shortage within their organizations. The 8th thing that they looked at was the changing technology, because they realized that it is important to keep pace with the tools that can make serving their customers easier, faster, and better, as it definitely gives them a competitive advantage. The 9th thing that these leaders looked at was government regulations. They understood the importance of keeping pace with the changing requirements of governmental bodies within both local and international marketplaces. The 10th thing that they looked at was the global challenges, which entails the changes that are affecting most markets, which are creating both fresh opportunities and problems and bringing them to the surface. The 11th thing that these leaders focused on was ethics and social responsibility. They understood the importance of redefining the way that business is done and choosing not only to do things right, but to do the right things. And finally, the 12th thing that these business leaders were looking at was the environmental or green adherences, simply because now more organizations are understanding that it is everybody's job to protect the natural resources of the planet so that the next generation may also enjoy them. And so they've come to figure out that it is more than about just the money. So, what does all of this mean to you as a leader? As a leader, if you want to gain a competitive advantage in today's marketplace, you can't afford to use the outdated leadership development process, which only focuses on developing just your business skills. You see, Today, more and more leaders understand the need to develop their personal effectiveness skills, to broaden their leadership perspectives by studying both contemporary and classical leadership styles, and to develop good global business perspectives so that they are more rounded in their approach to leadership. Doing this alone will definitely increase your competitive advantage. Now, if you found this inside information helpful, make sure you get our free monthly leadership magazine and our other free special leadership training videos. They are both 100% free, and they contain leadership insights and wisdom from some of the best leadership minds on the planet. Just simply go over to i3leadership.com. It's right there on your screen, and I'll see you over there.